displaying myself. So it's a combination of like Mother Nature and also me coming out of nature. The willow leaves was crucially important to me. I told my tattoo artist I had to have a lot of willow, chunk the willow in there. You can't put enough willow in there, because my childhood dog was called Willow. So to me, the word willow represents a lot. It actually even just represents pure love and unconditional love, but it also represents dogs and nature, the environment, very important. So Willow, the tattooist, specialises, one of her like niches would be bodies and flowers and things. So the second I found her, I was like, you are the one. No one else was good enough anymore. I knew my first tattoo had to be this, it had to be here, and it had to be her. And that's a great feeling, I would say, to know that you've done as much as you can research-wise, and you've done years of contemplating, because this is going to be on my body forever. It would be rubbish to hate it at the end. So here she is. I was terrified. Scale of 1 to 10, I was off the charts. I don't know that I've actually ever even been that nervous. My partner had to like leave me earlier, so we weren't going to see each other the night before my tattoo, and he was like, I'm almost sorry I'm leaving because you are so crippled with anxiety. Like, I shouldn't leave you. I could barely eat on the day, which isn't great. It was terrifying, but my artist was incredible. And actually, the pain was not too bad. I have zero pain threshold. Zero. And it wasn't too bad. I must say, colouring in the black leaves that are closest to my armpit felt like I was being like painfully scratched in the armpit. That was quite painful, but bearable. Like, I didn't cry and I got through it. And now here we are, and she's pretty healed. I healed really well, to be honest. Apparently I had really good tattoo skin when she was tattooing me. She was like, oh, your skin's amazing for tattoos. So it's healed super nicely, as I think you can see. And that actually, this video is the first time I'm like touching it when it's not been to wash and cream it. But yeah, I am struggling to get through this. So I might have to stop talking. Stop talking in a second. Do feel free to comment down below if you have any questions, or if you want me to do a more detailed story about my tattoo. I can absolutely do that. It's just today I woke up feeling like death warmed up, so that was lovely. Hello 2023. Yeah, she's incredible.